Let me see. Good afternoon. While people come, I will share with a few pages that I have. Today I'm going to have the pleasure to talk about the group healing session that we did with Rosie, Reiki at the beach. It went actually what I expected. But actually more than I expected, because people had incredible healing experiences. Let me see the last two. No, this is not. I need to share with the Healing Cancer in this Century pages that I have, because these group healing events are especially for them. All right, I am done. Irma, you are here, and I forgot to thank you, Rosie, for sharing. I would love you, all of you, to share with your friends, because it's the only way that I have for me to promote this message. So, I'm going to go straight to the point. Last Sunday, we did this event, Reiki at the beach, with Rosie Lopez, my very good friend and amazing healer. I've been doing these healing events in group for a while. However, let me see. Oh, I cannot find the nice picture. Okay, let's show anything. This is a picture of the healing at the beach. It doesn't have to be at the beach. It can be anywhere. I used to do it in the Life Conscious Expo, in a room. I did it in several places, in several events, and in all of them, the people participating have great results. So in these events, people are laying down on the floor. This is a picture of Rosie doing her thing, and when I mention, I say her thing, I just mention that means she does it in a special way. And everybody does it in a different way. Let me see, what is this? So let's go back to this other picture. Here we go. So people lay down, whether it's at the beach, in a room, or you are going to do that today from your home. And the only thing they have to do is to make an intention. I am receiving an energy healing session from Rosie and Carlos. In this case, we are going to do with Rosie more of these events. I really love what happened on Sunday. And then, if you want, you can make an intention. However, these healing energies that are a manifestation of a healing energy from God, they are intelligent. So we don't need to know specifically, although Rosie has the ability to find energy blockages, spirit attachments, and remove them during the group healing session. I do it in a different way. In this case, I am doing a hands-on healing session, And my intention is that the energy is doing exactly the same thing everywhere. And we have some other interesting intentions the way we do it. So let me see if I find one of the videos. Oh, that was a video. Well, this is just to show you a little bit. If you notice, since I finished my session, I went to lay down because I wanted to enjoy also. The interesting thing is that I felt so much energy. And I will explain. Remember, I am an electronic engineer. I will explain why the energy was so insanely beautiful, powerful. Hola Marisela. This is in the top, we have in red two sine waves. One is the fundamental and the other is a third harmonic. That means it's a frequency 3 times higher than the first one. And you can see that when the peak of the small frequency is at the top, it adds up to the fundamental, and you see the addition of both forms a peak on the left side of the wave. But on the number 1, the small wave is in opposite phase. That means it's not adding, it's subtracting. And it's adding in the next peak and so on. So what does it mean? In this case, it means when two sine waves are in sync, means at the same frequency, in the same page, they add up. So with Rosie we have a great connection because not only she's my student, but she's a very good listener. So the work that she does is perfectly aligned with the work that I do. This is why the energy was amplified, not just by our bringing God's energy through us, but also because of the group. Because in that group, most of those people were my clients. So they had Reiki healing sessions before. The only one who didn't have a healing with me was one lady that had received Reiki healing from Rosie. So all of them have received at least once a Reiki healing session from us. So the energies were clean. And I'm going to show another picture to exemplify what I just said. Look at this picture. Let's say that it's a fundamental wave, and there are several waves here. Every time that the waves are in the same phase, means both positive or both negatives, they add up. This is why the top is the addition of the different sine waves from the bottom. And if there are infinite number of harmonics, the final product will be a perfect square wave. This is the reason, a scientific reason, why the group healing that we did with Rosie was so powerful. I myself, I have an incredible experience. I wanted to see another picture, but I'm not going to talk much. I'm going to show you the testimonial of one participant. This lady was in the session. What happened?
Oh, it was just incredible. Nothing like that ever happened. And during the session, my dead relatives, they were putting their hands over me as if they were doing the Reiki session along with Carlos and Rosie.
Yesterday, you went to this special event we did yesterday with Rosie, Reiki at the beach.
Yes.
And you mentioned something that to me is so meaningful. You mentioned that you participate in my group Distance Healings Tuesdays and Thursdays, a video that I do online. You participate and you mentioned that it was difficult to concentrate. Let's take it from there.
Yes, usually I always have trouble concentrating. Lately I've been I feel like my brain is just keep going overthinking and I can't relax and go into a deep meditation. And during yesterday's group healing session, I was able to fall into that state of just peace and calm right away.
Right away?
Yes. Yes.
And tell us the experience that you had there at the beach.
On yesterday's experience, it was really amazing. I never had anything like this happen. And I've already had about, let's say, 7 Reiki sessions before then. And with this one, I felt like it was more intense with both you and Rosie doing it together.
Okay, did you hear that? This is a client who had been coming for session for over a year. She had at least 7 sessions with me, and she appreciates and gets a lot of results. I have another video testimonial where she said, in the very first session, I came one person and when I left, I was another person. But she said that the 45 minutes group healing session that we did with Rosie was the most powerful one. And I know that. I felt it too. When I was doing the session, my body was buzzing with energy. And to top it off, I have the whole ocean in front of me. I could see the ocean, the sky, the sun. It was phenomenal.
I was able to fall into that peaceful state and I was able to concentrate quicker. And also, even though I was in the group during the session, I felt like I was having my own experience by myself. So during the session, I was in a white space. Nobody else was there, just me, and I was in the blue bubble. And then I had a strange experience. I had my grandma that passed away many years ago, and an uncle that also passed away, and an old pet I used to have. It was a dog. Her name was Ladybird. They all 3 of them appeared, and they told me that they were there to help me heal. So it was just incredible. Nothing like that ever happened. And during the session, my dead relatives, they were putting their hands over me as if they were doing the Reiki session along with Carlos and Rosie. And they told me that I could do this if I wanted to, learn how to do Reiki and help myself heal. And when they told me that, I started feeling like a tingling sensation in my hands, and I started feeling like my fingers spreading out and elevating, like both hands were elevating. I couldn't feel like the floor anymore, they felt like they were up. And it was just an amazing experience overall. During this session, I also had my grandma, that was there. I had a conversation with her. I told her that I always wanted to have grandparents. I grew up here in the United States. I was born here and all my grandparents lived in Mexico. So I didn't get a chance to have that experience, like growing up with grandparents. And they all pretty much passed away when I was very young, so I didn't get to visit them often. And during the session, I remember telling her that I really wish, I got to experience more time with her, to have grandparents. And all she said was just like, I know. So it was kind of really emotional during that time. It was just an amazing experience, and the whole time, they were there until the very end.
I want to mention that we don't have to follow these incredible experiences. Every experience is different. I have another video, a woman who went there. Every time she comes for a Reiki session, she sees an angel. And believe me, and you know very well, I'm not into angels, and I told you and warned you, don't play with the spirits because this is rubbish. Angels are okay, but I have no experience. I don't even know the name of the angels. And a great healer friend of mine told another great students that I have, Bernadette, the ones who needs to come, God will send to your session when we are doing healing sessions to the beings, spiritual beings that need to come. This woman can see a lot, knows a lot, but never wants to talk openly about that. So I have to get little bits of information here and there. And this is the important thing. Don't try to connect with the spirit guides. The woman that I'm going to show you the experience, I think, let me see which one is it. This woman, okay, let's finish with the, no, this is not. How can I find? Yeah. Why I cannot see this? Oh. Let's finish this. The meaningful experience is also that you know that they are always helping you.
Yes.
Somebody else told you that.
Oh yes, they were like my angels, but they're there.
How did you feel after the?
Oh, I felt great.
I just want to interrupt for a while. This lady never, hello Brenda, she never called the grandfather who died, who passed away, and the uncle. They came because if you have read the book Many Lives, Many Masters that Brenda here recommended to me, by the way, Brenda, I met one of the first graduated of Brian Weiss, and I'm going to meet with her next Saturday, thanks to you. So anyway, in Many Lives, Many Masters, these spiritual beings that comes to help this woman under past life regressions that also were not meant to be. In the book, this psychologist was doing regular regressions to go to the childhood of this woman, and all of a sudden this woman started being in other lives. They didn't mean to do that. And these spiritual beings comes only when they want to come. And they said, we are going to come when we want. So my client here that I'm going to show you soon, she never called the angels. She had no clue that angels existed. And they come only when they want to. They come on every hands-on healing session, and her angel came to the beach. But let's finish with Liliana and her. Thank you so much, Liliana, for this testimonial, who is going to help so many people.
I really wanted to do this session because I was going through some emotional, like heartbreak, things like that, and afterwards I feel really great. Like I felt like the depression was going away. I felt like I could do this, I could handle this, like I can move forward, like nothing's gonna like stop me from, like enjoying my life. Like I can do so much better.
So was that enough of a healing for you?
And yes, I want to do more sessions, of course, and probably join one of your classes. Definitely.
That would be phenomenal. Would you like to come back to the Reiki at the beach?
Yes, I highly recommend it. It was one of the best experiences.
I have chills. I have such a good memory. And I had myself so much healing in these 2 sessions that we are going to do it more often. And if it's winter, we are going to do in a room. The healing will be the same. Thank you very much, everyone. I would love you to share with your friends. And I'm going to show this on the second part after I come back. Let me see if I can find it. So, you told me I move because my angel told me to do so. And then what happened? Did you see the angel again?
No, the angel was there the whole time.
The whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Can very quickly?
We talk.
Can you tell us something that you remember?
Yeah, I can tell you high points. I remember those. I want to tell you the funniest thing the angel said.
Okay, this is enough. We are not about a spiritual Hollywood or like my friend Melanie, who does a wonderful meditation walk once a month. She calls it, yes, spiritual Hollywood, something like that. When people want spiritual gossiping, we are not about that. This woman who sees the angel, she was amazed on the stories of the other people participating because they saw lights. She had never seen lights. Guess what? I never seen an angel. I never seen lights. I never seen a spiritual eye like one of my clients saw, or out of a body experience. I had it once in the very first time that I received a distance healing session from a great healer friend of mine. But what I appreciate on the healing sessions, whether hands-on or at the distance, is the peace and the calmness. Because the peace is the most wonderful experience we human beings can have. If we have that peace, like Gabi said, Gabi Magaña, she's here, when you have that peace, nothing bothers you. We are going to start the group healing right now. The instructions are below. I will play my harmonium because it brings me a lot of energy. And we have 2 amazing talks coming up. The influence of toxic energies from people. This is one. Chela, I need to talk to you, Chela. And the other subject is the influence of music. And I'm using this music because for my healing session from now on, the distance ones, because it's awesome. Let me see if I can find it. So the group distance healing starts right now. Lay down on a bed, make your intention. I am connecting with Carlos and the group. And next Thursday we have a surprise. Rosie will join me and we are going to do a double group distance healing session. We both are going to facilitate the session, unless we want to receive from each other, but we'll see. Something like that. All right, session starts right now. Starts. Meditation. Joe in your long trip, if you feel the peace, the calmness, the relaxation, the energy, stay there. I will answer a question from Irma Lopez. Paramahansa Yogananda, in one of his writings, says, when you have a spiritual experience, don't talk about that to everyone, because you lose something. I experienced that. So when you are in the spiritual path, you keep your spiritual experiences, and spiritual experiences doesn't mean that you are flying off the walls and in the infinite, in the universe, and seeing colors. Like, no. The spiritual experience is what you are experimenting during this session, to feel the deep peace, the love, the energy, and the healing. However, Irma asked me that I mentioned last Thursday that I will tell you one day why playing the videos work, even if they are all videos, maybe not today, but keep it in. Oh, okay, yes. Irma, I will do it today since you ask. This distance healing works because it's very simple. The energy of God, this healing energy, permeates the whole creation. It's everywhere, it's inside of us, around us. However, there is a little trick. We need to ask for that energy to come to us. As a human beings, we need to ask in a conscious way, and for good things. When we do a distance healing, our intention is that that energy that is already where you are, that you can feel that energy. Well, the trick for the healer is that we have to have a good connection with the spirit. The better is your connection, and Reiki is a great way to learn that, because during the attunement, you get attuned, means you connect with this healing energy. In my particular case, I connected with that energy when I was 18, and that helped me to heal, and I know that the people around me heal too. When I played my harmonium between age 18 and 28 in the meditation center in Córdoba, Argentina, everybody felt that joy and that peace and that healing. And the reason is because I was feeling that. So, during the healing sessions, my role is to connect with that energy in a tangible way. It's not my imagination. I can feel that energy because of the peace that I feel, the joy that I feel when I play my harmonium, the joy that I feel listening to that music, just the calmness. And my intention is that that energy is felt to every one of you. Because that trick that I told you, we as a human beings, we need to summon, to ask for that energy to come, and make the intention that goes to all of you. And it does. It's as simple as that. Now, why the videos that I do, that I have been doing this forever, works as well? Like last Thursday I showed you the video of Judy, our friend from Nicaragua, I believe, that she healed from a vaginal infection that was bothering her for a long time, just by participating in this healing session, even listening to the old videos. Because I am always connected with that energy. I felt how well feels in the brain, in the body to be Guatemala. How well feels in my brain to have the brain awake, sharp, to feel the body light. So I love to feel that. And that's the purpose of my everyday life. That's why I wake up, I do some exercises to move my body, I have a cold shower to wake up and gives me a lot of energy, I do some tension and relaxation exercises, and I meditate. Usually I meditate 1 hour, minimum half an hour. And I meditate during the day whenever I need it. So after 42 years practicing meditation, for me, with 2 breathings, I can feel that peace. So I am connected with that energy all the time. So when you connect with me, no matter what is the, no matter what is the time, you are going to connect with that energy. And I have this intention that whoever listens to those videos, they will feel the energy. And the reason I know these videos work, because many people who have never, they don't even know me, they found the videos and they participate because they don't even know. When I was not even telling people listening to my videos, I didn't even know, I wasn't my intention that my videos will work healing people after they were made, they were recorded. And people start reporting me, I am listening to your videos because I am in another time zone when you do your live videos and I am sleeping or working. And they report that they felt the energy. So I start thinking, how on earth does it work? And I realized that that's the way it works. And I know that because 2 years ago, about this, no, in maybe July, August, I went with my son camping, far away from the city's not cellular phone reception, and I did an experiment. I laid down on a big flat rock by the creek, and I was consciously connecting with great healers, friends of mine, people that I know, my Reiki teacher Alberto, my other friend Janet von Jonsberg, another healer from England, Jerry Sargent, and then there was someone else. Oh, the mother of Janet, that is a great healer. And without telling them, I was saying, I am receiving an energy healing session from these people. And I felt the energy. It wasn't as powerful as when they sent me this sensation. But I made the conscious intention. Because one day, 2 years ago, I wanted to participate okay, more or less this is the way it works. I'm going to call oh my god, this is amazing, Rosie. Thank you for sharing that. Can I call you? So I'm going to call Rosie. Can I call you, Rosie? She will share some of her experiences this Sunday, because it was really, really amazing.
No.
Hola, Rosie. Rosie, since we are over time, but this is so important, I want you to tell me your experience of you giving together the healing, the group healing session at the beach. Just tell me whatever you want to talk about. Anything will work.
Okay, for me, last Sunday was a little bit different than usual. The things that were different, that on Sunday it was the first time that I removed blockages during a group session. Also, I saw colors. Like
Oh my God.
during the second session, it was the same, almost the same experience, but also I saw like, I don't remember, it was like 2 or 3 faces. And that happened, it started almost at the end of the second session, and then when I finished the session, I started to meditate. And then the colors, I continued to see the colors and the faces.
Now, what did you feel doing the group healing session that was different when you did it with your family, when you did it here doing a healing on me? Was it any difference?
What was the last part? And the difference?
Yes. Did you feel in your body?
Yeah, it was almost the same. I still feel the peace. I feel the energy of the people. What else? Yeah, it was almost the same, but more energy than the usual.
Exactly, much more energy, because I felt I feel a tremendous amount of energy. You are not watching the video because you're on your phone, but I am showing the video when you are doing these movements with your hands. What happened?
Oh yes, I watching because I have my computer.
Okay. What does it mean when you do those movements with your hands for you? What are you doing?
Let me see. During that part, I think I had the person, the body, the energy. How can I explain? The body of the persons were right there on my hand.
So you brought.
That's why I move in my hands, because I have their bodies right there, just in front of me.
So you brought the energy body of that person in front of you. So
yes.
You were working on that
one
energy
by one.
body.
And actually, the second session, it was one by one. Right there, I think that one is what the first session. I had all of them right there in front of me. But the second session, I brought their bodies one by one.
All right. How did you feel after the 2 sessions that we did? And how did you feel the next day?
After the 2 sessions, I was so happy.
So happy.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I feel a lot of peace, and I was so emotional. We went to eat to a restaurant. I really wanna cry because of the happiness. I really feel so good, so happy, and so peaceful.
Exactly. I felt also very happy and peaceful, and I have so much energy that the next day when I went to exercise, I felt like 10 years younger. So it was because of all that energy. Would you like to keep doing these group healing sessions with me?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did it on purpose so we have some witnesses, so you cannot go back.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Rosie. So next Thursday when you come, we are going to do this in Spanish, and we are going to analyze more the session. And the reason we do that is not to show off. It's just to help more people. Because there are people all over the world. You have most of your clients in another cities, in Mexico, and they need help. And we cannot go there physically. However, we can do this work at a distance.
I'm doing the massage right there. Sorry for interrupting.
No, what did you...
I'm doing the massage.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I didn't understand.
I'm doing the massage to all the bodies right there. Because I'm watching the video.
Okay, you're going through the video. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, So let's stop the video. All right, everybody. I really would like to ask you to share with your friends. The way to do it is to write the name of your friends here in the chat, and they will be able to see the video. That helps us a lot, but most of all, it helps more people to be benefited with that. Thank you so much. I love you all. I see you next Thursday in Spanish.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye. You're welcome, Irma.